What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's talk about it. Why this man's taking his horse on an old town road. Yeah, he wanna ride till he just can't no more. Lil Nas X rode into hip hop with this popular song, Old Town Road. He got on top of a horse. And I remember the controversy that took the song to all new plateaus. The controversy is this a country song? They took it off the country charts because they didn't want it up there. And I'm like, man, I fought for this guy. I said, how the hell y'all gonna say that ain't country? Even though I didn't feel it was country at all. But I said, hell, let them have it. Y'all done took our music for forever. Everything we done did, y'all done took from. Damn, let them have the chart. Then this song became popular everywhere. That in assemblies, in schools, they would play this song and kids would lose it. Kindergarten through 8th grade was the biggest target audience. But here's the kicker. The majority of his fan base is broken down. Did you know that 72% were Caucasian kids under the age of 8? And African Americans were slightly ahead of Hispanics. Slightly. The large demographic that listened to Lil Nas X were Caucasian kids from 8 and below. That was his main audience. They loved Old Town Road. I'm proud of Lil Nas X. This guy came out, made a song that touched millions of people. The adults had to embrace it because their kids loved it. They played it at family barbecues. They played it at picnics. They played it everywhere. They wanted to take their horse on an old town road. Pretty soon, people who didn't like rap loved Old Town Road. Why can't all rap be like this? Riding a horse on an old town road. Nothing wrong with that at all. Country singers started to rally behind him. He used to wear a Jesus crown. A cross, right? Cross of David. Right in his ear. Now that that's seen and known right here, I'm proud of this man. Because at the height of his success, someone had learned his secret that he was hiding from the world. When they were trying to find out who he was dating, and they were putting these women around him, is Lil Nas X dating this girl here? He was seen cozying up with this, trying to fix something that they knew was a problem. That they saw an opportunity to make some money. So they had him by the hootenannies. And they tried to extort Lil Nas X. Yep, that was the plan, ladies and gentlemen. They were gonna extort this man. They wanted him to pay them large sums of money throughout his career while they hold this information above his head. And I'm proud of this man. And the reason why I'm proud of this man is because he said, screw that. I'm going to tell the people my whole truth. I'm going to drop the facade. I am going to drop it all and show the world who I am and live my truth. I'm proud of Lil Nas X because he could have been manipulating people forever. But the fact that someone was going to extort him and rather pay the money, he went all in and says, "Oh, this is me." Right? He exposed everything. Where did they get this design from? People have a vast imagination. Oh no. He went all in. People know what that seal means. People know what this means. And that's a picture of him. He showed you exactly who he is. I'm proud of Lil Nas X. We should be proud. I am very proud of this man for living his truth and showing the world exactly who he is. He didn't cut a deal with the devil, and he knows it. He's living his truth, and they're going to shower him with fame and money. Proud of this brother. Thank you. Thank you, Lil Nas X. I am very proud that you unveiled into the world your true intentions. And you're living your truth and not living a lie. He could have deceived and led everybody down the primrose path. Been that Pied Piper, blowing that pipe, leading people to their destruction. Now you have visual as to see what not to do. For all the rest of us, we have the example right here of what idolizing people looks like. All those people who love the Old Town Road, they are pulling their kids away now. Guess what his demographics is today, ladies and gentlemen? In 2021, it's more African Americans listening to him now. And it's no longer the 8-year-olds. No, he's got the 18 to 24. 18 to 24, African American, 67%. See, those numbers was back when Old Town Road was out. Now, the African American community, 18 to 24, are gravitating to him. You see? And they're marketing that. They're using him as the tool. But I'm proud of him for being that example for us not to be. Now you got something to tell your kids, hey, stay away from that. That's the road you don't go down. The man then gave you a visual aid. And when he goes here, he knows his destiny. He knows where he's going with gasoline draws on. He going. So he is sacrificing himself to show you all that he has signed up for. And you know exactly what to stay away from, and it's up to you to educate your children. This is the visual aid you need to stay away.
We're doing too much. The gay community, they want to be seen and heard. I know a lot of people say now, I walk around, all I see is gay shit. I'm tired of seeing this gay. Okay. There was a time when white folks started seeing black people in a lot more things in the 60s and the 70s, being on TV and ads and commercials and so forth, TV shows and movies. I'm quite sure there's some rednecks saying, I'm tired of seeing them goddamn niggas on TV every time I turn around, they on something.
See, this is a growing problem with people such as this. You had a failed career and you didn't quite make it to the stage that you wanted to. And the comic channel that y'all got blew up, and then you start putting your face on there and they hired you to come on or whatever y'all doing on here. And because I remember before, they never even showed anybody's face on the channel. Then the channel blew up, comedy hype, and now they put you guys on the show. So I don't know if you're a part owner or whatever, but this has been the biggest thing you've been a part of, because you have been a person who has always said the wrong thing at the wrong time and it blew up. So now you want to say the right thing so you can get back in those rooms. And this is what they do. They let people like this get the light to leave you distracted. That's why I say I'm so proud of Lil Nas X, because it highlight people like this to come out and give you the misinformation, basically disinformation. And people like myself, Kwame Brown, don't forget to follow him at Kwame Brown Bus Talk, Self Talk. Everybody who's been talking, and there's others, Straight Talk TV, it's plenty, HD TV. Everybody can come and smack this dude on top of his head for what he said. Because what he says is what other people say all the time. And I've had to debate this with people who are actually gay. A woman who was a lesbian who worked with me, but she was actually bisexual. And she wanted to sleep with me and wanted me to sleep with her roommate. But I didn't want that. But we're going to get into that. But they say the same thing. They always, when they defend gay, they always got to throw in, man, but same thing used to happen with the black folks. Now we can't, black folks, Quit associating gay with blacks, please. That's not our culture. And the same thing I told her, because she said the same thing. They used to say the same thing about blacks. White people used to say the same thing about us. It's the same thing. No, it's not the same. Ain't no closet for blacks. We can't hide that. We wear it 24/7. From the day we born, we wear it. Now you get those who try to change their voice, change their clothes. We see what they do every day. Trying to fit in. Like you. Trying to fit in a group. But they always use that. Gays are human. So they have human rights. They have the same human rights as every other race in the world. There's no such thing as a race of gay people. As much as they want to make laws for them to be a race, and they have been successfully doing that, they should not be discriminated against. I'm not for anybody discriminating against them. This man owned a hotel. Gay couple came in, 2 men. He didn't want to rent them a room because they were gay. That man was arrested and sued because he said, hey, my Christian belief said I don't want to rent room for them. You don't know if they're going to have sex in that hotel room, but by law, you can't discriminate against them because it's against human rights. They did not pose a threat to destroy your room. It's not a restaurant where you reserve the right to refuse service. He says, all my hotels have Bibles in them. Well, what does that mean? That just mean they can do whatever they want in a hotel room. They paying for the room. So if you run that business that's open to all, that's equal to all. So you can't discriminate against them. No matter how your moral compass or views may be. So this isn't about that. Because people are homosexual in every different race. Quit trying to compare it to the black race. And what black people had to go through is not what homosexuals had to go through, period. People have been hiding their sexuality. And they have people who are Caucasian that was homosexuals. So they were in every race. So they're not just exclusively for us. So will you please stop doing that? You and all the others. That's why I'm proud of Lil Nas X, because we're having this conversation now. Because that didn't start with Lil Nas X. They do it all the time to try to use it as a way to bail things out. So when they were fighting for civil rights, that included homosexuals. When they were fighting for all the rights to vote, that included the black homosexuals too, because they were being discriminated as a race of people. And to compare the pains, it's insulting to the African Americans that fought and died just so you could be sitting where you are right now with them weird looking glasses on. But then again, you're mixed. So which half is talking? I'm so proud for Lil Nas X. This man said God wanted the homosexuals here, so that's why they're here. Somebody must have wanted them here. And that's why they're here. Oh my God. What people was saying, do to fit in, baby. Just please, can I get my foot in the door? I'm so proud of Lil Nas X. Because these are the uncomfortable conversations people need to be having. And if he wasn't out here doing all this, being the example to what not to do and what to stay the hell away from, like they said, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. The usual suspects. Now, you get to see the devil. Get to see his work. It's being promoted to you in 4K. We get to see all this activity. And we get to know what the hell to stay away from. Didn't you notice white folks pulled their kids away from Lil Nas X? I just told you the numbers. You can look them up for yourself. They didn't pull their kids away. They ain't listening to no Old Town Road no more. That stuff has been deleted. He's been deleted from that demographic and has been inserted through the 18 through 24 bracket. Oh yeah. And they put people like this on the screen to be apologists for them because they want to go viral. They want to be accepted. Because his career didn't go off the way it should. When it was his own damn fault. So everybody want to use this as a gas to blow themselves up if they stand next to the person everybody's saying this is ridiculous. What's your needful thing? Oh, acceptance. You used to be at those parties with Arsenio Hall, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. You was in that group. You was at the table and fumbled the ball. Then you've been trying to get back ever since. You was the replacement guy every time. They want a comedian, 3-4 comedians drop out, then they'll call you. And they say, all right, get him. That was in like the 90s. Wasn't it? Like 98? So you ain't really been popping since and you wasn't really popping, but you wasn't really in nothing since like 98. And now they got this comedy thing coming around, and here you come, running your mouth. So, when Lil Nas X shows up to this event and can go on the Breakfast Club and say, F them kids, because he don't need the kids no more. He stepped on those kids to get to where he at now. Now he's in that 18 to 24 African American branch. He got the minds, 18 to 24. He got them. And they promoting it to him. So now that's his new demographic. When before, it was the kids. But you see, the same way the Caucasian, you see how they pull their kids away? His support ain't there for them no more. They ain't calling them to sing in those schools. Now, it's time for us. Pull our children, 18 to 24. Pull them away. Wake them up. That's why I'm so proud of Lil Nas X for being this symbol, baby. For all of our young who want to follow behind nonsense, we got to wake them up. This is our time to wake them up and say, hey, fact, nah, not this dude. This is the time. And it isn't because of his sexuality. It's because he's giving you an example of what to stay away from. Everything that he's done has not been around values. Satanic worship. Ignorance. Representing the badness and worst of our culture. The disdain for heterosexuals, men, the hate towards black women. This is what he represents, and this is the reason we should take our children away. Why give him money? Why give him attention? I'm pissed. This is going to be in my search engine for a while. Because in other ways would not be. So thank you for all y'all who listen to me going off and ranting. Shouts out to everybody who supported my page. Much respect and love to you guys, man. You guys are amazing. My Cash App is Carceno, Karceno. The Super Chat's working. Everybody, man, thank you. God bless. I'm out.